they're all talking to me in English, which is very good. This is the second program, Orphans Foundation Fund. It's located in Arusha, which is about 300 miles away from Dar es Salaam. We have 42 centers with 2,400 children that we work with. These little girls just got some clothes that were donated by a woman from Austria. These kids are in a orphan center primarily for Maasai people. The Maasai have been affected by HIV just like the rest of the ethnic groups. These are Maasai women who are widowed now. They're all HIV positive and their husbands are dead also. HIV treatment has become possible in the last year. This is a children's village. The man who is building this is from Maryland, and he is going to be one of the main builders for our new vocational center. This is the bare land that was bought, 7 acres outside of Arusha, and this is where we put a vocational training center. We'll have 100 children a year on that. Here we are taking a tour and looking at the sites and developing plans and concepts. We're walking the perimeter. There's another adjacent 10 acres of land that's available if everything goes well and the money becomes available to buy that. It's very fertile land, however, it won't be farmed as such, and the vocational training center will be there to train the children in various vocations. We have applied to OPEC for a grant and to also the Kuwait Oil Fund for grants to help with the construction of the vocational training center. Total estimated cost for the center will be $250,000. Part of the center will be used to develop and market items that can be used to provide a self-sustaining source of income for the center. Here we are back in the Maasai Center. Children are everywhere in Tanzania. Anywhere you go, there's children. These children actually had to sit still for 4 hours. Everybody was doing dances and singing songs. These Maasai women put on several different dances while I was there for the celebration. This woman on your left is from Alabama. Her church had donated clothes, and she was in the process of going back home at that time. But she was very happy, and she also received things in return. And she told me that the last 6 months that they were there was some of the most significant time that they've spent in their whole life. More pictures of children. Children look relatively healthy. This is because the children that we take care of in these 42 centers receive nutritional supplements. These supplements consist of vitamins and minerals. They're relatively cheap to buy. We buy them through an organization that's run through the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And the number of visits to doctors have plummeted since these children have been receiving these supplements. So we think it's very important to continue this. They're relatively cheap, however, it does cost money, and we've been able to provide this. This is in another center outside Arusha. This gal that you see in the middle of the picture is from McMinnville. They have been living in Tanzania for the last 30 years. She's got 32 children less than the age of 2 in the center. The children that she has gets adopted out inside the country. Tanzania still does not allow international adoptions in an organized manner. They take in volunteers, high school students, college students. They stay within the area, and it's a locked compound, so it's a very safe area. They have a very nice center there, by the way. It's sort of what I would consider the Cadillac of centers that I visited while we were there. This is inside the factory where we get the nutritional supplements. The yellow containers are full of honey. We'll be using that for our ginger honey project to try to make money. This is where all the nutritional supplements are made. They also make bread and different items for sale. It's actually, they make a profit, and they're very run in a very business-like manner. Here we are signing the MOU, or the Memorandum of Understanding, for the ginger honey project. While we were there, we had a chance to go out towards Zanzibar and on the coast. This woman is hanging up seaweed to dry to sell in the market. This is a memorial dedicated to the slavery trade, which was on Zanzibar that existed until the English came into the Anglican Church and destroyed the area. This particular area had 300 people kept in it at any given time. It was fairly awful to look at and realize that people actually lived in there. This is one of the dhows on the Indian Ocean. And that is the end. So I want to thank you again for all your